Hi there, my name is Baden Lucas and welcome to this week's buyer tip. What are you looking for when you're attending an open for inspection? And I'm going to help you with a little bit of a checklist this morning. So the first thing I'm going to suggest to you is number one, start to have a bit of a look at the building as you're attending that open for inspection. Look around in the foyer, get a feel for where the amenities might be, but also get a bit of a sense for who else lives there. Sometimes you'll go to a property and there's a lot of serviced apartments in there, so you're going to see people downstairs in the foyer with suitcases and all those bits and pieces, or you're going to see a heap of young people out the front. You just want to be aware of who else is living in the building that you're looking at living in yourself. The second thing is when you're in the property, or as you're on the way up to the property, how many lifts are in the building? If it's a 40-level building and there's one lift, is that going to impact the way that you might be living? I'm going to say probably, because you don't want to be taking the stairs if the property's up nice and high and you're waiting too long for a lift. So, how many lifts are in the building? As you get into the property itself, is there gas? Is there a gas cooktop? Really important one, is there air conditioning? There's always going to be heating. That's a tip. So every single property has to have heating in it. But is there air conditioning as well? What's the condition of the carpet? Can you see underneath the agent, if the agent staged the property like we often do? Is it worth just flipping up the rug and seeing whether or not there's a stain or a surprise underneath there to see? Should you ask the agent, okay, hey, are there any issues, any known issues with the property? Has the owner disclosed any issues or concerns with the property at all? Another one you want to be always looking at, especially when you attend a Lucas Real Estate open for inspection, is make sure you grab a copy of that brochure. On the brochure, it'll tell you the size of the property, the internal, the external, the owner's corporation fee, so you don't have to remember that later on, the council rates, the water rates, whether the car park's on level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if it hasn't even got a car park at all, if it's a 2-bed, 2-bath, so you can remember that later on, especially if you're attending a lot of open for inspection. So hopefully I've hit you with a little bit of knowledge, what to look for when you're attending an open for inspection. I hope that helps. Finally, which direction does the apartment face and what impact does that have on you living there? I'll cover off that in our next video. Cheers.